Hi, and welcome to this Qigong practice for joint mobility. Qigong is an ancient Chinese practice working with the body's energy system and allowing us to tap into the infinite amount of energy that's always available to us from nature, from the universe, and from the earth. So my name is April. I'm going to lead you through a series of exercises and warm-ups and flows that really open up the energy around the joints of our body, which is where sometimes energy gets blocked or stagnant. So these slow, gentle joint mobility exercises will really just enhance the body's overall sense of vitality and health. We'll begin standing. And we'll begin by lifting and lowering the heels, kind of waking up some energy into the feet. We have points on the bottoms of the feet called the bubbling spring points, beginning of the kidney meridian. And as we lift the heels, we press into the points. We put the weight of the body and stimulate those points. Then let's go ahead and shift the weight over to one leg and begin circling the ankle, rotating the ankle joint a few times in one direction. You can have your hands here for support, for balance if you wish. And then change the direction of the circle. Good, and then change feet. See if you can get a full rotation in that ankle joint. So this opening of the joints really allows the chi to move through the joint with ease. Then let's go ahead and again, inhale, rise up, take your arms up with you and exhale, lower. So now moving with our breath, inhale, raise the bubbling springs, and then exhale, lower back down. Inhale, rise, and exhale, sink. And inhale, rise, and exhale, sink. Good, and then we'll take our hands to our lower abdomen, right at the navel center, and close your eyes for a moment. Bring your attention inward. And see if you can breathe all the way down to this lower abdominal region. As you inhale, allow your abdomen to expand. And as you exhale, let the navel draw in toward the spine. Deep abdominal breathing is one of the best ways to begin to increase your life force energy. This also is a place of centering, grounding. So feel the weight of your body now sinking down into the soles of your feet, and feel your feet grounding and connecting you to the earth. Inhale, the abdomen expands. Exhale, the abdomen empties. One breath at a time. Good, and now let's bring the hands to the knees, moving through the body. Circle the knees, palms of the hands, kind of bringing some heat and energy into the kneecaps, around the knees, circling them in one direction. And then change the direction of the circle. Inhale and exhale. Good, and then bend and straighten. Nice, and then let's move up to the hips. Let's begin a little chi massage right here at the hip creases. Bend and straighten the legs. Waking up some energy into this area so that the energy we breathe into the feet can easily rise up the legs and into the torso. Let's go ahead and take the hands to the sides of the hips, creating a nice little gentle rhythmic bend and straighten of the legs as you tap and awaken chi. Front of the hips. Side of the hips. Good, and then we're going to do a leg swing. So we're going to cross the body and then rotate out and swing up. So now opening up some energy into the leg gates, the inner seam of the groin area, and into the whole pelvic region. So internal rotation, external rotation, up and down. You can have your hands here for balance if you wish. You can go really low to start with until you kind of get the movement. And you can even slow it down or even hold on if you need to. Good. And then we'll begin to circle the hips. So we have a lot of energy points at the base of the spine. And this is a common area for tension and chi stagnation, particularly if you sit a lot. And then change the direction of the circle. And the mobility of the low back and the joints at the bottom of the spine is really important to our energy system. We want to keep as much movement and flexibility here as possible. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And as you're circling, notice the sensations that are showing up there. Bottom of the spine there. Starting to feel maybe some sensation in the ribs. Good, then let's come back to the center position and drape your body to the right. Relax your right ear to your right shoulder. Relax your right arm down. Take a good long deep breath in and out. Notice the feeling on the opposite side. Good, let's make our way back up and drape the other way. Relax that left arm down, soften the fingers, left ear to left shoulder. Exhale and feel the sensations along the opposite side. Good, and then making our way up, we begin a movement called dog wags the tail. So this lateral movement of the spine, as you wag your tail, as you move from the tailbone, feel as though you're freeing up tension, any stiffness or tightness through the joints of the spine. So we start the movement from the tailbone, and then we allow the rest of the spine to ripple, move with freedom and relaxation. So harnessing the power of our mind, let's bring our attention now to the middle of the spine. Where the mind goes, the energy follows. So different techniques of bringing energy into this area now. Movement and attention here. And let's use an audible out breath through the open mouth. Breath is a great way to release tension. And let's bring our attention now up to the top of the spine, the cervical spine. Seeing if you can free up some energy there at the base of the skull there, very top of the spine, the cranial region. And that movement is coming from the bottom. So the bottom of the spine moves and the rest of the spine responds. Nice. Let's make our way to stillness. Let's take our hands back to the abdomen. Close your eyes. Breathe into your abdominal region like we did earlier. Notice internal flow. Qi sensation is sometimes described as a heated or glowing or bubbling or tingling sensation. Feel this inner expansion. Allow the weight of your body to continue to sink down. And then feel as though the top of your head is drawn upward toward the sky, as though it's suspended from the universe. Breathe in and out through the nose as you inflate and deflate the abdomen. Good. Let's work on the shoulders a bit here. So let's go ahead and step the left foot forward. Let's drape the left arm down a little bit, shake it out. Inhale and exhale, both knees slightly bent. And then let's go ahead and shift the weight into that forward leg. Let the arm come down and then shift the weight back, bring your hip around and let the shoulder rotate up, back, around and down. So shifting the weight forward, inhale, the shoulder comes up, around, back and down as we shift the weight into the back leg. So the left hip comes forward, the weight comes forward, inhale, and then exhale. So this arm is limp, and the movement is coming from the shoulder without the elbow or the bicep helping. Arm is passive, called oiling the shoulder joint. In breath through the nose and out breath through the nose. Just bringing your attention into the shoulder joint. Good, and then we'll step the feet together and step the left foot forward. No, your right foot forward. Sorry, my left foot, your right foot. Let's shake it out. Shake out the hand, the wrist, the shoulder. Shifting the weight into that front leg. In breath. Exhale, back, around and down. In breath. And out breath. Oiling the shoulder joint. The hip comes forward. Then the hip comes back, around and down as the shoulder moves. And check in with that right arm. See if you can really soften it completely so it feels almost limp. In breath and out breath. Slow, continuous movement to open up the joints and the chi flow. Good, we'll do one more. Nice. Let's go ahead and take the feet parallel. And let's bring now the left arm up. So left arm is up, right arm behind the back. Knees are soft. We're going to exhale and rotate, looking over that left arm. And then inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, rotate the other way. And inhale, come back. Once again, bringing our attention to the front of the chest and the back of the upper back. As we rotate, we lubricate the discs of the spine as we bring some nice stretch and opening to the chest and the shoulders. Synchronizing breath with movement. Exhale as you twist. And inhale, return. Exhale, twist. Nice. And let's go ahead now and change other arm. Exhaling into the twist and inhaling, coming back. Keeping the head in line with the spine here. Just taking that arm as far back as you can without forcing it or pushing it. We want the shoulder to remain down into the shoulder girdle. So without an elevated shoulder here, shoulder remains down and relaxed. One more. Good, and let's take the arms down, shake them out a little bit. And now let's bring the palms together behind the back, keeping them low, shoulders back and down. Let's go ahead and begin circling the heads. Easy, gentle circle of the head. Out breath through the mouth. Noticing all the sensations in the upper back, in the neck, even in the face, in the jaw. Relax the jaw. Open and close the mouth. Nice, and then let's go the other way. Good, long exhalation. Releasing any tension or tightness. This is another very common area for chi to get blocked or stagnant in the neck. All right, let's make our way to the center. Let's shake it out a little bit and just notice how your upper body feels. As you turn your head slightly side to side and as you lift and lower the shoulders, does it feel a little freer there for you? And then we'll go into a movement called the wave, where we'll just let the arms hang, we'll bend the knees, we'll let the hips go back, and we'll bring the chin forward. Exhale down, chin to chest, and now rolling up. See if you can feel each part of the spine unfold. Exhale down, chin to chest, inhale, roll up. Now, we've just opened up some energy and mobility into the shoulders. So let's see if we can keep the shoulders super soft and relaxed here. So we're moving mostly from the spine. Hips go back, chin comes forward, exhale down. And now chin to chest, roll up from the bottom of the spine. And then each part of the spine unfolds from there to the top. Exhale and inhale. And now we're going to reverse it. So now we're going to start with the chin down to the chest and roll down. Arms relaxed. Chin forward and up. These movements are called the wave. Exhale, chin to chest. Feeling each part of the spine moving as you bring the chin down. Chin forward and up. Inhale. Exhale down. Inhale, roll up. Last time. Exhale, chin to chest. Keeping shoulders soft. Knees bent. And inhale, rolling up. Good. So let's make our way back upright. And let's now begin to circulate some of this energy we've been cultivating into the opening of the joints. So let's go ahead and circle the hips to the right. And with this circular movement happening here at the bottom of the spine, this energy is then going to rise up the spine, and then we're going to spiral that energy out through the arms. It's called the sun returns to its origin. So let's go ahead now and let the arms spiral that energy out. Your hips are circling to the right, and then the arms follow. So there's 2 consecutive circles here. Hips go, and then the arms go. So both are circling in the same direction, but your arms are following, right? So like a spiral, movement from the center, the energy rises up and then spirals out. Nice, and let's come to the center. Let's place our hands on our abdomen. Soften your gaze or close your eyes and bringing your attention inward as you breathe into your center. See if you can feel some of that chi sensation moving from your center up the spine. Your breath carrying that chi. Feeling again this amplification of life force energy. Good, and then let's go the other way. So let's begin now to circle hips to the left. We create this momentum in our center, and then we begin to spiral that up and out. Hips circle, arms spirals. Name of this flow is called The Sun Returns to Its Origin. In breath and out breath. Good, then let's come back to our center. Hands on the lower abdomen, close your eyes again. Breathe into your abdomen and feel plugged in. Your feet connecting you to the great resource of energy from the earth. Breathe that in and up the legs. The very top of your head, a portal. Breathing in now the energy of the universe, the stars, moon, the planets, the sun. Letting these energies intermingle here in this lower abdominal region. Nice. Let's go ahead and circle the wrists. Other way. One palm over the elbow and circle. Waking up some energy into the hands, forearms and wrists. Let's do the other elbow. Lots of energy points around our joints. Nice. Let's go ahead and shake here, breaking at the wrist, getting some of this energy to move all the way down into the fingers and the fingertips, the ends of the energy pathways. Nice. Let's turn the palms down. Shake, shake, shake. Good, and then just let your hands hang for a moment and feel the chi sensation in your hands and fingers. And then let's do a little bit of pulsing here. So inhale and then exhale, bring the palms a little closer together. Cultivating our awareness of this kinesthetic chi sensation in the palms and then also between the palms. There's bioelectricity called chi. Standing a little taller and then sinking a little lower. So chi has these qualities of expansion and then drawing back in, expansion and then compression. It's just the natural quality of chi that moves within us and all around us and all throughout nature. So let's go ahead now, let's take the arms up. And then it's called pulling down the heavens. Bring this life force energy right down the central channel of your body, bathing all of the energy pathways, in breath and out breath. In breath and out breath. Feel that as your hands come down, feel that your hands are helping to guide that energy in through the crown center, down through the throat area, down through the chest, the ribs, the belly, the legs, the earth. In breath and out breath. So we're somewhat like a conduit for energy to move through us. Let's go ahead now, let's draw that up. Inhale, arms float up the midline to the crown center, palms away, and then let the arms float back down. In breath. Palms turn away, out breath. Sinking back down. One more time. Good. So let's go ahead now and let's take the hands back to this lower abdominal region. Let's bring the feet a little closer together. Let's take a moment now and bring our attention inward as we breathe into our abdomen. Let's give ourselves the opportunity now to store this energy deep within our consciousness and deep within our energy system. Letting ourselves gently rock and sway, feeling this life force energy moving and flowing within us like a bamboo in the wind. And then taking this sensation of abundance, this energy that we have cultivated and circulated and stored here in this lower abdominal region, taking this with you the rest of your day. And anytime you need kind of a boost of energy, coming here to your lower abdominal region and breathing into that area, and then finding that accessible energy that you've been able to open and flow. Have a good rest of your day.